wagon is like a house on wheels. Probably wasn't cheap. I definitely wouldn't want to get into a punch-up with the pony that pulls this wagon. A crystal ball. I wonder if the showman really can predict the future with it. The showman wears strange clothes. The wrinkled skin tells of a life outdoors. The smile lines are evidence of humour. Hello, excuse me.
Oh, hello. A young gnome, and he's got outstanding manners to boot. What brings you here?
My name's Wilbur Weathervin. I'm from the White Ridge Mountains, and I have to speak to the Archmage.
Well then, young Wilbur, I'm Willie the Wondrous. What can I do for you?
Are you the showman Master Marcus told me about?
I don't know which showman your Master Marcus told you about, but I am a showman. Willie Whopperman's the name. Some people call me Willie the Wondrous. But I only run my little fun fair on the side. First and foremost, I'm a fortune teller.
Can you really predict the future?
Of course. People come from all across the land to ask me for advice, and I give them good tips in exchange for good gold.
And what do they want to know?
They want to know, for example, if the price of bread is going to rise. Then I tell them, yes, the price will rise. Then everyone buys lots of bread as a precaution, and the price really does rise.
Fascinating.
Or the women want to know what next season's colour will be. I always know.
So if you say that the ladies will be wearing green next year...
then everyone wears green.
You must be an excellent fortune teller then.
The best. Would people pay me so much gold for my prophecies if I wasn't?
Could you predict my future for me, please? I'd really appreciate it.
I see that I can.
Wow. But I don't have any gold.
Not a problem. I perceive that today it's going to be on the house.
Ooh, weird.
So, come on. Om, hocus pocus. I see the future. What do you want to know?
Will I be able to master the tasks that lie before me?
No, you'd be better off giving up and going home.
But then I would have failed.
Yes, sir, and I'd have been right. Do you want to know anything else?
What will the day bring?
I see darkness.
Uh-oh.
The day will end in it.
Even I could have predicted that.
Today you're going to play Wheel of Fortune. And when you do, you're going to ask yourself if you'd have done so without my prophesying it. Do you want to know more?
If you can see into the future, tell me what question I'm going to ask next.
Well... the connection's broken. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Your question was perhaps a bit too specific. My gift is very erratic.
Thanks just the same. That was very interesting. Ooh, strange. There are a total of 16 different fields on the wheel, 4 colours and 4 symbols in every possible combination. The chance of guessing the right segment is 1 in 16. I wouldn't bet my gold on that, if I had any gold. Hello.
Wilbur, what can I do for you?
Is it true that you're very rich?
Why do you ask? Do you want to rob me?
And if that were the case?
Then I'd have to point out that I possess outstanding abilities. I could hypnotize you into thinking you're an alien mule frog.
Of course I don't want to rob you.
What do you want, then?
I need a lot of gold to be accepted into the mage school.
A pile of gold? Aha. I do have that much gold here, but it's the top prize from the Wheel of Fortune. I can't just give it to you.
Of course not. That would be too easy. Could I have a go on the Wheel of Fortune, please?
With pleasure.
How does it work?
As you can see, there are 4 different colors. Red, yellow, green and blue. You tell me which color the wheel is going to stop on. If you manage to get it right 3 times in a row, then you win the jackpot.
Isn't it rather unlikely that someone would be able to guess the right colour 3 times in a row?
If it was easy, then the top prize wouldn't be a sack of gold.
Okay.
Which color do you want?
It'll stop on blue.
All right then, off we go. Oh, sadly that was completely wrong. Do you want to try again?
But just one more try.
Be my guest. Which color do you want?
It'll stop on red.
All right then, off we go. Oh, sadly that was completely wrong. Do you want to try again?
I don't think so. The chance of winning is much too small for me.
As you wish. You are welcome to try again later.
The showman's crystal ball. It doesn't seem to work very well. At least the fortune teller's predictions aren't all that impressive. I can't just take the crystal ball. The showman would notice it missing. An empty cage, I guess. The sign says, Ziggy the invisible pink squirrel may bite. Please stay back. Ziggy's doing well, I think. The cage is lined with straw. There are lots of pigeon feathers and, well, the other stuff the pigeons leave lying around. I'll just take one feather, a big clean one. A cage full of hair. Here's a small sign saying Bertram, the world's fattest hamster. Wow! I don't know if Bertram really is the fattest hamster in the world, but I reckon he's right up there. There's nothing else of interest in the cage, as long as I don't want to fertilise a couple of football pitches. Hello.
Wilbur, what can I do for you?
These cages, what are they for?
Oh, the animals used to be part of my fare, but since I started earning my money with fortune-telling, they're just a hobby. Apart from the pigeons, of course.
What's with the pigeons?
The pigeons deliver my prophecies throughout the land. I work mainly for people I don't know personally.
Why?
Well, how shall I put it? Should a prophecy not quite come to pass, then it's better to be far away, don't you think?
Excuse me, but your hamster, Bertram, isn't he a little overweight?
Of course, he's the fattest hamster in the world.
But isn't the cage just a touch too small for him?
No, Bertram likes it cozy, and he doesn't move around all that much.
Oh, imagine that. You sure there's nothing wrong with the squirrel?
You think so? It looks pretty normal to me.
Maybe the crystal ball from the mage school would work better. His other predictions are pretty useless.
You're all right, aren't you? I hope he's all right. It's such an impressive animal, don't you think?
How do you know the squirrel is pink? Have you ever seen it?
I haven't, but I'm quite sure it's pink. You come across the pink ones more often.
Come to think of it, how can it have a colour if it's invisible?
The zoologists aren't quite sure. You could say it's still a mystery.
That's the crystal ball from the mage school. Master Marcus says he received it as a promotional gift.